All right, William Jessup coming off of a big win against Pacific Union. Coach, you were saying in an interview earlier that this team really controls their destiny, and with the win here tonight, you now have to look forward to Maritime coming in here on homecoming Saturday. Going to be a big game, not just with fan support, but also for a chance to become co-CalPAC champions. So talk about that really quick.
Well, anytime that you're at the last game of the regular season and you're playing for something, that means that you've had a terrific year. Can't say enough about these guys. We put our backs against the wall early with Simpson losing at home in the first game of CalPAC conference, and we've had to battle from behind all year to get back to this spot. We showed some toughness, and we fought through adversity, and now our guys that placed us in a position where we control our own destiny have an opportunity to play for a championship on Saturday against the number 17 ranked team in the country.
So your starters got off to a really hot start tonight, really creating separation, so much so that it was mainly your reserves that played the majority of the end of the first half and then the majority of the second half as a whole. What does that do for your players to be that well rested going into Saturday night's game?
Well, I don't know how much of it. We played a really hard game last week against La Sierra, and then we went and played Simpson the very next day. There's a day off in between. So I think that Maritime's in shape. They're probably one of the best conditioned teams in the CalPAC. They're going to be rested and ready to go. What we were doing is not so much resting guys, but we want to keep them free from injury. And in this game, we got a 30-point lead to start the second half. There's no need to risk injury to the key players, and so let's give some guys that have earned their opportunity through practice and preparing us every game that don't normally get the minutes. Let's give those guys a chance to get out there and shine. Trevor Madelon came off the bench, did a great job. We had other guys that stepped up. Matt Thompson hit a couple of threes off the bench. We really did. Frank had 9 points off the bench. So we had guys that came in and contributed. It shows the depth of our team when we need to go there. So it improves our team as a whole, plus we stayed away from injury.
The Warriors' offense tonight, again, another strong game, 80-plus points, had a 90-plus point game in Simpson. What changed and what kind of switch flipped for this team that all of a sudden where the ball movement has just skyrocketed in terms of assists per game and stuff like that? Just what changed for this team?
Let me tell you something that's amazing, Matt. What's amazing is when you hit shots, you get more assists. I think we were passing the ball, really well earlier in the season. There was two things that were happening. One, we weren't catching it, and we weren't catching it cleanly. And so we were missing shots or we were turning the ball over. So our points per possession were down, which obviously affects how many points you score in a game. But what we're doing now is we're doing a better job of making decisions. We're doing a better job of catching the ball with two hands. And we've got good shooters. It's just a matter of them trusting themselves and not pressing and trying too hard. Now, our point guard is no longer a freshman, and he's making tremendous leaps every game. Caleb Ritchie is playing out of his mind, and with a lot of confidence. And he had a little bit of that, freshman wall earlier. And he's not a freshman. He's playing like a senior right now. And that helps everybody on the floor because they're getting the ball in the perfect spot at the perfect time to make easy shots. We feed off that energy. Caleb's doing a great job. Of course, we got Corey down low doing a great job. CalPAC Player of the Week and Anthony Edwards, who's really solidified our post both offensively and defensively. Sean Finner, who started the last 9 games after not playing much early on in the season, has really come on to anchor, what we're doing. And so I just think it's a team effort, and guys are ready to play. We've been working towards this. We want to finish strong. It's always about how you play in February and March, and we're playing good ball.
Finally, Coach, talk about the crowd support and then this team bond as a whole. Keith Bruder comes in, Skylar Sexton comes in, and not only the crowd erupting, but the bench as well, very active. Even the starters are getting up, trying to get them their minutes and get them their looks. What is it about this team that makes them so tight as a cohesive unit and want to see each other succeed?
We've been doing team building exercises since I stepped on campus, and the guys that bought in, so you got to give them the credit because they had a choice. Most of the guys on the roster are guys that were here previously, and a lot of them were guys that didn't have many minutes before. The top 5 scorers from last year's squad are gone. And so we had new guys, you got a new coaching staff, and then you've got returning players. It was just a big miss. So we had to come together as a unit early on and just say, hey, it's about us, and we're going to do what's best for us as a team. And the guys have bought in because you want to be successful. And these guys understand that. They've got a great Christian mindset. We give all the glory to God. And, that's the way that it should be. And we keep our focus on Him. And we let the process take care of itself. And so I got to give the guys credit on that.
Awesome. Well, the Warriors, big win here tonight. Even bigger game coming up on Saturday for homecoming. Be sure if you're in the area to be out there. If not, catch the game on live.jessup.edu.